anything today, but it is day 2 of International Junior Miss. We are about to go to the pajama party. I'll show you my pajamas. They are too big. Hair and makeup is like very Australiana, like matches this. Back has my name. So today we had rehearsals and we had a workshop. The workshop was sort of run by the lady who I'm coached by, and also Luciera, which is a top model, like a big deal. So it was cool getting her inside knowledge on what to do, what not to do, things like that. But yeah, pajama party starts in about 20 minutes or so. Today I've just been sort of, it's like every day is chaotic, but the first few days have been quite quiet. Like we have a few hours in between everything. So I spent some time with some of my sister queens, Rachel and Brooke, and we went over things while Emily was doing talent rehearsals and things like that. So we were going over spokesmodel, casual wear, and then interview as well. We just found out the stage pattern as well, and I'm quite happy with it. I was scared that there were going to be too many stairs or like they were steep, but it's not steep at all. Like we've got 2 stairs to walk down, and they're apparently like 6 inches high, so not bad at all. Yeah, so we've been practicing the stage layout and things like that as well. And yeah, tomorrow is first day of competition, and that's optional, so casual wear and spokesmodel. And yeah, I'm very excited for that. I don't know if I can bring the camera along to the pajama party, but basically what it is all the girls from like the senior division come together, and then like because I haven't done it, I don't quite know exactly, but I'm thinking maybe like the Miss girls go together, the teens and all of that, because we have gifts to hand out. We have a gift for the inbound and outbound queens, so the girl who won last year, the girl who is going to win this year, and then one of our friends randomly or something like that. Yeah, so I'll be getting a gift tonight, which is cool. Hello, it is officially day 3 of IJM, Wednesday, and I just got finished doing rehearsals for both my spokesmodel and our dance rehearsals for the opening number. I'm very hungry. Mum just left to get me food because I'm starving. It was from 9 o'clock, so we got down there like 8:30 and we finished at 12, so it's 12:15 now. I can't believe I'm competing today. Day 1 of competition. How exciting. It's optionals, so I'll be competing in spokesmodel and casual wear. I've got my outfit sorted, all in here, and my dress and hat. I am super excited to compete. I'm just tired. That's the main thing. I'm getting better. Like I can sort of breathe through my nose now, which is good. It'll help me breathing on stage. We went through in rehearsals the positions for top 15 if you make it, or top 16 this year. What else? The opening number dance and formal wear. So we sort of have an idea before we get to practice on stage of where we're going, so I think that will be a quick run through. A lot of the younger girls, well, all of the junior division, so I think 4 of my sister queens have finished competing now, or around finishing. I really am nervous for them. I want to see how they've gone. So I've got hair and makeup at 2:30, and then at 4:30 dressing rooms start opening and competition starts at 5, I believe. Big day, long night, and then after I finished spokesmodel and talent, yeah, spokesmodel and casual wear, I'm watching the senior division talent by the looks of things. So late night, but it's not too late. We finished like 9:30, and then up bright and early the next morning for the actual competition, which first thing is interview, which I think I'm most nervous about, although I'm just going to, you know, I'm not stressing about it. I'm just going to take it as it goes and see what happens. I just got back from hair and makeup. I have my hair in pin curls and my makeup is all done. I have to go back at 4. It's about 3:30 now to get them to take out my curls and style it. Then dressing room is open at 4:30, so I'm going to bring all my stuff, like all my outfits and things, to the hair and makeup room and then put them straight into the dressing room. And then competitions start at 5. First off with spokesmodel. Casual wear and spokesmodel are officially over. Like, it is insane how quick this is going. I'm very happy with how I went. I didn't mess up in my speech at all. I am happy with the pace. Mummy's being very critical and giving me feedback, which I'm, you know, happy about, but she likes it and she was being critical, so I must have done well. Happy with casual wear. Again, Mum said I wasn't smiling enough with my teeth, although I know I did, like a fair bit, and she also said she couldn't really see because she doesn't have her glasses. So, and the judges were closer, so I feel like they would have had a better understanding of how much I was smiling. Yeah, I felt like I was smiling a fair bit, although I don't know, I hope it doesn't ruin the score, but I'm confident. Going on to the spokesmodel, there was 3 of us on the stage at once. So one in the, what was it, left hand corner, one in the sort of center row of the stage, more towards the left, then one at the front in the middle who was doing her speech, and then the other 2 were just holding microphones. And when I was standing there, I was just like going over my speech a bit, taking big deep breaths, which I think helped me a lot. And yeah, just like sort of zoning into what I was supposed to do and not worrying about everyone else on the stage. I said my speech perfectly, I believe, to the best of my ability, I suppose. I didn't mess up, which was the main thing, and I came off the stage really confident. Going into casual wear, I wasn't nervous really at all, so that was good. And it was good to get used to the stage. I suppose this is why we had to do optionals as the Australian team, was because of the stairs. So I got to get a good representation of how to use the stairs and how to walk when it comes to fun fashion, which is tomorrow. Yes, I have to do pin curls in my hair at 9 o'clock. It's about 7:30 now, and then off to bed. Probably big day tomorrow. We've got interview, fun fashion, photo shoot, and a rehearsal, I think. So, it's Thursday the 5th of July, officially day 4 of International Junior Miss 2018. I did a rehearsal this morning. We learnt sort of the opening number positions, and we also learnt what side of the stage we'll be going on for fun fashion. And then I went straight to hair and makeup for interview. So we have interview in a few hours. I'm not nervous about it. I just hope I know what I'm going to say when I get in there. So I want to just go over that a little bit. Yeah, I went for a similar look to cabin crew flight attendant type of style because that's what my profession is, and I wanted to show that. I also knew that a lot of girls would have their hair down and curly, so I wanted to stand out a little bit by doing it up and like in, it's like a fancy bun at the back. I might show you in the mirror. My makeup is very nice, I love it. Problem, I have cold sores. Literally the only thing that I didn't want during this week. Like, why does this always happen to me? I'm feeling so sorry for myself, but I feel like I can. Anyway, this is the back of my hair. Cool, you can't even see it. Yeah, you get the idea. So I'll be wearing the same thing I wore for spokesmodel because I really liked that dress. I felt confident in it. So that one's this here. And then I've got my casual wear and the casual wear hat, oops, behind it because that's what I'll be wearing for photo shoot. We have photo shoot right after basically, and I have my hair down and curly for that. I slept in pin curls last night and it was uncomfortable. I didn't have a good sleep at all, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't affect too much. I've got like energy drinks that I'll have before I go on. I picked up my fun fashion just then as well. That was getting last minute final detail type things. And fun fashion's tonight, so super excited. I want to practice for that as well in the hallway. But I'm a bit hungry now. I think I might check the time, see how much time I have, and then eat something, practice basically. I've got no idea where my mum is either. I came to the room and she's not in here, so. Hello. So it is now about 3 o'clock. I've completed interview and photo shoot competitions. It's like, it's going so quick. Interview I was like maybe second most nervous about, and it's like it's over. So it was basically like speed dating for judges. We had 2 minutes with each judge, and then once the 2 minutes was up, we were concluding what we were saying and then moving on to the next one. The judges were all very nice. Mind you, there's like former Miss USA. It was cool to sit in front of them and for them to get to know me. I felt like I did alright. I paused a little bit when I was speaking, but hopefully they look past that, because I don't know, maybe everyone does it. I feel like everyone does, but yeah, it was just a little less so it didn't flow as nicely as I wanted it to. But now we're going to get food, so then I can start practicing for fun fashion and then get my hair and makeup done for that. It's 9:20 and I've just got back to the hotel room after fun fashion. I wasn't sure how I went. You know how like sometimes you just do your thing and then get off stage and you're like, what did I actually do? I was sort of like that, but my mum says that I did great. I don't know, she might be a bit biased, but yeah, I don't know when I last spoke to the camera, but it's hard because we can't film or take photos backstage, because in case people are getting changed behind you, it's an instant disqualification. So we don't want that. But yeah, I don't know. Photo shoot went well, I think. It was in like between an elevator. So that was basically take 20 to 30 photos and that's it. And then basically see how you go. Tomorrow we have rehearsals in the morning, which is RJM blue themed, so wear blue outfit. And then we have prelims for formal wear. So I'm excited for that. And then that's it for tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to get going. I need to take both of my eyelashes off. I've got 2 pairs of eyelashes on, and take this hair out. I've got 2 ponytails in as well. It's all an illusion. Yeah, feeling happy. Well, good morning. I'm ready for my 80s rehearsal. I feel like it's too much. Like, my arms are full of bangles. Like, it's intense. But I know last night I said we had blue rehearsal. Turns out it's 80s. I'm going to eat my cereal, Lucky Charms, and then get going. Hopefully Mum hops out of the shower. She's in the shower right now, so she can tell me like if I need to tone it down on the 80s or not. And then I'll head over at 9:40 for an hour and 45 minutes of rehearsal. 80s rehearsals are over. We basically just went through the opening number on the stage and then the formation for formal wear and our introductions. So where we go up to the mic and we say, for example, I say, Raena, Loft, City of Melbourne. And then I walk off. Mum is ironing the formal dress. How's that going, Mum?
Not good.
Look at all the layers, like all down there. But it will be worth it. Just think.
We're only on stage for 2 minutes.
Yeah, but like, if the judges mark down because of my crinkled skirt that isn't fluffy enough, then, or if they say, oh, loved how uncreased your dress was, then it's worth it. I'm hungry. I had 2 things of cereal. I had Lucky Charms and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which are, I think, my 2 favorites that I've had so far. But I'm still hungry. My hair looks like this, and I have to leave it like this until 4, which is when I'm getting my hair and makeup done, and it's like 12. So Mum said she's going to go down and get some food. Thinking maybe pancakes from IHOP. There's like an express IHOP in the like shopping mall that we're very close to, so might get them from there. Yummy, 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 yummy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I've just got back from competing in formal and the optional awards. With formal, I got off stage. I walked off the wrong side for starters, which sucks. It doesn't matter apparently, but they told us to walk off the side we came on and I didn't. Like, that's the point. Anyway, I'm not the happiest with my formal. I feel like I could have done it 100% better. I feel like I was practicing every single time better. But it was the best I could do at that moment, and that's all I could have done. Like, I did my best and I'm fine with that. With optional awards, I didn't place at all in photos, and I think, yeah, I did fun fashion, photos, spokesmodel. And then they were calling like all the spokesmodel, and I'm like, I haven't got it, you know, easy done. And then your girl pulled it out of the bag and won international spokesmodel. I still have my earrings in. I just popped everything in my bag, but like, look at this. But I've got a little thingy that says, what does it say? It's the wrong way around. International spokesmodel winner. And a sash. And I also just won myself 500 American dollars cash. So I'm very happy with that, but I feel like I wasn't overly happy with it just because, no, I'm happy with that 100%, but I feel like I wasn't as excited. On stage I like scram. On stage I like screamed. But because I wasn't happy with my formal routine, I felt like that let it down a bit. But I'm still so happy. I can't wait to, like, I'm going to send it to my dad now and like put it all over social media. I'm very happy with that. Last day of RJM, we leave tomorrow. I've had my hair rolled in the morning and we had a blue themed orientation. I'm still in my outfit because there's no point in changing. It's about 3 o'clock and we're just about to head off to see the finals for the young girls. And it's a bit of a struggle trying to get absolutely everything in case I make top 5, like just in case. Top 15, sorry. We need to get everything into one bag.
I can't even get it out. Okay, oh wait, that'll drag on the ground. So
We're gonna have to zip it up. Mum doesn't want the formal dress to get creased at all, but like it's gonna be a short trip anyway, so. Why, hello there. So if you can't tell already by how pale I am, I literally blend into the white walls behind me and everything else. I am home. So I've been home for a few days now, and I think the last time I filmed anything was the last day of the pageant, so it would have been a Saturday, but it was, I know I didn't film after they announced the top 15 and finalists and all of that. So basically I didn't place in the top 15, which I'm completely fine with, but my sister queens Ava, who was in the princess division, received first runner-up, and Kaylin, who I love so dearly, I've known her I think the longest. We're both from Melbourne, so whenever we'd go to pageants we'd see each other basically. She won the International Junior Miss Preteen title, so that's so exciting. I'm so excited for her. Rachel as well made top 15 and then top 5 and then got second runner-up. So I'm so excited for them. But yeah, I didn't place. None of the Australian Miss girls placed. But I just wanted to do a bit of a recap. After they announced the top 15 and everything, and I wasn't called obviously, I was a bit bummed, I'm not going to lie. You know, I did put a lot of hard work and effort into this. I was practicing a lot. Granted, I could have practiced more, but it was sort of hard to fit it in the busy schedule I was, you know, weaving everything into. Yeah, afterwards we, you know, did the opening number, went backstage after they announced top 15 and I wasn't called, and then right after they announced top 15 I went backstage and went straight into the auditorium so I could watch the top 15. It was junior teen, teen and miss girls recompete, so I could watch Rachel because she made top 15 in the teen division, and I watched as much as I could. But then we had to go backstage and get back into our gowns for the parade of gowns or something like that, I'm not too sure. Pretty much our final walk. So after I got into my gown I went backstage and they were still doing the competition. They did fun fashion and formal, and formal was when I was backstage. Basically all the preteen and teen girls were going on stage to The Greatest Showman, which is like so emotional. I think the songs were covers, which were so like inspiring and powerful, like it gets me right in the feels. But anyway, so I started to cry. I think it was just a whole bunch of emotions. I don't necessarily think it was because I didn't make top 15, but I was just so overwhelmed. Like, it was over. All of that hard work and money and dedication and that whole week basically of not sleeping is over. I saw Rachel backstage and she was like, oh, I don't know, honestly I can't remember what she said, but I was basically like, I'm so determined, I want to come back, I'm so hungry for this. Now that I know what IJM is like, I want to come back bigger and better than ever. I want to rehearse my interview so much more and practice a lot more, because as I watched everything back, I was so proud of, and I am so proud of myself for what I did, although I know I can do better, and that's what sort of sucks about it. That's the main reason why I wanted to make top 15, because I knew I could do better and I wanted to prove that to the judges. But oh well. Anyway, the night before crowning and all of that, top 15 was announced, opening number, all of that, I was up like for most of the night, and I was just thinking, I was replaying in my head what I could have done better, like especially with interview, because that's obviously a big component. And I was just like cringing at myself. At the beginning I thought I did okay in interview, but now looking back I was like, it was okay. I was okay basically. It wasn't a winning interview with any of the judges by any means, but that's something I can definitely practice on, and I will practice my interview so much. So basically once they announced top 15 and I stayed and watched the winners, and Miss Utah, she won, and I knew from the moment I saw her, I was like, oh my goodness, she's a winner, she is stunning. And she held herself very well the whole weekend, the whole week, so I could really see that she deserved the spot. And everyone there, even like the preteens and the junior teens mainly, I was speaking to some of them backstage and everything, and they are the nicest girls ever. Those girls that won deserved the crown as much as anyone else. Like, they were all so nice, and I'm glad that the girls that did won, because you know that really shone through, I believe, throughout the whole week. Once that night was over, we basically got up the next day. We went to Denny's, which was the first time we went to Denny's. It wasn't that great. I think they were just way understaffed. The waitress was actually called Raena. It spelled a bit different, but I was like, oh my god, that's my name. Anyway, yeah, so the food wasn't the best. It was like lukewarm by the time it got out to us, and such a long wait, so not really worth it. And we were like, we won't go back. Ended up going back on the last day because room service was expensive. They were like adding costs for no reason, and Denny's have a lot of breakfast food, so we went back and it was a feast. Oh my goodness, it was so good as well. Like, breakfast was so good. I got a bit of everything so I could try it all, and yes, I did eat it all. I didn't even think I would be able to, but it's a problem. It's a problem when I see food on a plate, I have to eat it. It's not a good problem to have. But anyway, then we basically boarded the flight and boarded the plane and went home, and that flight on the way home was very good actually. We flew with Virgin Australia, which is my dream airline to work with, and the same route that I would love to work, which is LA return. Yeah, couldn't recommend Virgin Australia enough. So next stop is New York. On the 11th of September we go, which is in less than 2 months, and I was chosen as a model for New York Fashion Week for the Beauty It's Everywhere fashion show, which I'm very excited about. I love the cause that it stands for. There's going to be models of all different ages, shapes, sizes, and yeah, the organisation and the people that are putting on this fashion show really resonate with me and what my platform was through IJM, which was building girls' confidence and making them feel the beauty within themselves rather than comparing themselves and having that thought of I can't do this. I've really focused on my platform being changing that to I can, because I know that's something I struggled with my whole life. But yeah, so I'll be filming New York. I've loved filming the whole trip. In LA and then Dallas and San Antonio. As far as IJM goes, my directors hinted something about going next year, even though that's usually not allowed at all. Usually the Australian girls have to go every 2 years, but I might be back next year, which that's like my biggest wish. When we're in orientation, if you follow the IJM program and that's how you're watching these videos, they announced that next year's pageant will be in Orlando, Florida, and when we were in LA, Mum mentioned that she wanted to go to Orlando, Florida next year. So is it fate? Maybe. I would love to represent Australia again, and I want to, with all my heart, recompete in IJM because I loved it so much. Thank you so much if you've stuck around and watched my whole journey throughout America and IJM. I really appreciate it, and the next time you'll be seeing me maybe in New York, so I'll see you then.